Good evening. My name is Kathleen Prokop. I'm reading from a resource from www.timeanddate.com. No spaces in between, all lower caps. I shall read to you about a history of Veterans Day. Observance. Veterans Day is intended to honor and thank all military personnel who served the United States in all wars, particularly living veterans. It is marked by parades and church services, and in many places the American flag is hung at half-mast. A period of silence lasting 2 minutes may be held at 11 a.m. Some schools are closed on Veterans Day, while others do not close, but choose to mark the occasion with special assemblies or other activities. Veterans Day is officially observed on November 11. However, if it falls on a weekday, many communities hold their celebration on the weekend closest to this date. This is to enable more people to attend and participate in the events. Federal government offices are closed on November 11. If Veterans Day falls on a Saturday, they are closed on Friday, November 10. If Veterans Day and non-governmental businesses are not required to close, and many decide to remain open or close, public transit systems may follow a regular or holiday schedule. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month on 1918, an armistice between Germany and the Allied nations came into effect. On November 11, 1919, Armistice Day was commemorated for the first time. In 1919, President Wilson proclaimed the day should be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and with gratitude for the victory. There were plans for parade, public meetings, and a brief suspension of business activities at 11. In 1926, the United States Congress officially recognized the end of World War I, and declared that the anniversary of armistice should be commemorated with prayer and thanksgiving. The Congress also requested that the President should issue a proclamation calling upon the officials to display the flag of the United States of all government buildings on November 11, and inviting the people of the United States to observe the day in schools and churches or other suitable places with appropriate ceremonies of friendly relations with all other peoples. An Act 52 Stat 351 5 U.S. Code Sec 87A was approved on May 13, 1938, which made November 11 in each year a legal holiday, known as Armistice Day. This day was originally intended to honor veterans of World War I. A few years later, World War II required the largest mobilization of servicemen in the history of the United States, and the American forces fought in Korea. In 1954, the Veterans Service organizations urged Congress to change the word armistice to veterans. Congress approved this change, and on June 1, 1954, November 11 became a day to honor all American veterans, wherever and whenever they are served. In 1968, the Uniforms Holiday Bill, Public Law 90-363, 82 Stat 250, made an attempt to move Veterans Day to the fourth Monday of October. The bill took effect in 1971. However, this caused a lot of confusion as many states disagreed with this decision and continued to hold Veterans Day activities on November 11. In 1975, President Gerald R. Ford signed Public Law 9497, 89 Stat 479, which stated that Veterans Day would again be observed on November 11 from 1978 onward. Veterans Day is still observed on November 11. But please remember that Veterans Day is for allied veterans. Those military armies that took was life taken is celebrated as Memorial Day. I would like to acknowledge all veterans and their families for their veterans' relatives' brave heart. They are our armies, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, soldiers that went to war and was hurt and had to come home to whether we station in office duties or other duties that are able to do or were honorable discharge and thus became veterans. Some of these veterans, such as the soldiers that were hurt in Gulf War in the 1990s in the Orange Agent, suffered. Some of these veterans may have lost sight, lost their hearing, on wheelchair, and they suffer from post-traumatic syndrome. These veterans are able to have health insurance. Primarily before was with VA hospitals, but now they go to Loma Linda hospitals and are able to go to doctors in Loma Linda. They do not have to go to doctors in VA hospitals because I don't hear any more VA hospitals. I don't know if they still exist because Loma Linda are the medical hospital where a lot of military people go. There was a time when there was a problem with appointments being made to for the veterans perhaps because they live too far and they have no way of getting there, or their appointments get lost. Um, in those days, there were problems or new development of modern technology and computers, and Microsoft Office was not the true form of popularly used then. It was Microsoft Works. Um, anyway, today we celebrated in San Jose City at the Golden Era Production, located in Sobaba Road. No, located in North State Street, past Sobaba Road on Gilman Spring, which is San Jose. And it was thanking the Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guards, and Air Force military forces. And there were a band, the MSGC Community Band. They were singing the national anthem by the San Jacinto High School Choir. And there were bagpipes, I do believe, performed from the University of California, Riverside. And also there was a ROTC, and I do believe it was also from University of California, Riverside. Don't quote me on that one. I will write an article on this, and I will be writing it for the Valley Chronicle. One thing about celebrating the Veterans Day is to honor the bravery of the injured soldiers. They offered their lives and dedication to protect our nation, United States. And we are really grateful, the citizens of United States, for their very brave, they're very accurate, and their very, very true dedication to save the land. One thing about San Jacinto on holiday, such as even though it's not a legal holiday, is our stores always observe holidays, whether it be legal or not, and they close the stores about sometimes noon, sometimes 5 p.m. in order for you families to be able to have the employees that work locally in San Jacinto be part of the family celebration. Also, tonight I made roast pork in the oven. I serve it with fried rice mixed with chicken chip powder seasoning, and I top it off with vegetable soup without the soup it's drained, and serve it with mixed vegetable, frozen, steam on a stove top. And I also made some gravy from scratch, added soup from canned vegetable. One thing that I forgot to season it with salt, so it's kind of bland, but I did season it with chipotle. That usually is enough. So there were about 3 pounds, and they were thick pieces, so I calculated 35 minutes a pound. So it was about 1 hour and 25 minutes, and they were done. Very delicious. And one more thing, I lost my chalk rose, and 1 pack of steak in one pack of that pork short rib with bone in. I was so disappointed. I called the manager and he told me that if I ever get the receipt to go over there and he'll happily replace it. So I'm trying to get a copy from food stamps because I use food stamps. Anyway, hope you all celebrate Veterans Day today. Time now is 11:18 p.m. It's not yet too late to call your veterans family. Veterans family, have a good day, have a good night, and I hope tomorrow will be a better future for you all. It's really very terrible to be disabled people. I'm disabled myself, and I maintain by taking medication. Let me see. My type of illness has no cure yet. It's not diabetes. And I've been this way since 1985, May 29, just before my 26th birthday. And I'm 59 years old, so you know that's over almost half of my life. I've been this way. My husband tells me I could have been a president of a corporation. I know that would be smart. I think that's the reason why God placed me this way, is because of the end times. That's how I'm to put this way. I know I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people that has disabilities like I do. And I really share this grief with them. I do believe it's a blessing because during the end times, it would be hard for people because it is chaotic, could be traumatic, and hope there will be healing soon. I really worked so hard to find cure through my action alert. I think a lot of people has been cured already, but then God works in a mysterious way, so maybe they're disabled again. I just don't know what kind. And if they do are in progress of healing, there is a remnant in there that makes them still disabled. So I got two cats, Scandin and Symmetry. They are so gorgeous cats, pure black. One is less than a year old. The other one is about maybe 3-year-old. Yeah, 3-year-old. Was Robert brought the kitten home, and before I could have it neutered, got pregnant. He had 5 kittens. I gave away 3. I had 2 left, but they went away. And I kept the black Symmetry, and Symmetry's daughter was also, I think, black also, had a baby. So the person that I gave the kitten to gave me back another kitten, which Scandin. I would like to have another cat, so I have to find her. Start walking there doing her laundry, so I'm gonna go like ask her if she would have another kitten and give me another kitten. I love taking care of kittens. My kittens are so smart. My cats are so smart. If you talk to them, they answer. So Hi, Scandin. Hi, Symmetry. So, I even have a Robert, too. I'm a husband, Robert, too. Hi, Robert. So, anyway, please pray for us, my family. We are blessed with a nice place, apartment, low income. By the way, the link apartment is all housing authority and it's all for veterans. It's located in Beaumont. If you'd like to find out more about it, please talk to our manager, Zeta, at 951-658-1777. And she'll tell you the information of the apartment located in Beaumont, and you can apply. Right here also at Juracina, we also have apartment that are veterans. And we have apartment for very, very, very low income. And we have apartment for Section 8. And we have apartment for low income, low income, and that would be 20%, 30%, 50%, 80% of federal poverty level. So anyway, back to Memorial Day, Veterans Day. Hopefully you got to celebrate with your family. It's important to pray for these brave soldiers. Lift them up in prayer. Please pray for me. I don't know what to do about my education. I was studying so hard, and I did good grades. Great, in fact. But I had some bad ones in the past, so it's kind of lowered it down, but it's great still. And I applied for UCR to be accepted in the fall, but my concentration is so bad. So I know I can't handle going to school in 2019, so I withdraw my application. And I emailed the admission office at UCR that I'm going to rest for a while. So I'm going to rest for a year and 1 semester, which would be then the 4th semester, including this semester. And I'll go back on my 5th semester of rest. And so please pray for me that I get rested. Right now I keep myself busy by volunteering as a story creator at the Valley Chronicle, and I also volunteer at the Parent Center of the San Jacinto Unified School District. Please pray for me that I'm able to keep this volunteer places to work, to keep me busy and keep my mind active. My mind has been active since 2010, going to school, and so I can't remain idle like I used to before going to school and before getting married. So anyway, I also volunteer playing piano in town at the Camelot Adult, at the Camelot, at the Brookdale, and at the Village Healthcare Center in the healthcare. I enjoy this volunteer. I also play piano as well at the Brinton House. I've been playing piano in the Valley since 2005. I also read to the Head Start pre-children at the Hyatt with the San Jacinto Unified School District, and I've been doing that since 2007. I enjoyed these things. I used to volunteer talking about the Bible since 2003, but I stopped because, I don't know, I felt like I let it to something like other people that would like to talk about the Bible in Convalescent Hospital, which now they call it Skilled and Rehabilitation Center. I get sick now going to this Convalescent Hospital, so I stopped going over there because I get sniffles. have to go to the doctor. Now I have to go the spray. I take antibiotic. I can't do that no more. So we'll pray for me and Robert and my 2 cats. Pray that we are able to manage our financial situation. We are so in poverty that even so we are in poverty, we have to apply for income tax so that we'll be able to receive retirement someday. So for those of you who do not apply tax, please do so every year. In California, we didn't have to file for California, but we need to do federal, which we have to tell California. And if you are not paying into Social Security retirement, please do so. Medicare as well, so that you receive free insurance when you retire. Called Medicare, Medi-Cal, and let me see. For those of you who are wanting to increase minimum wage in California, I say put a stop to it, because right now we're going up and up and up too fast, from $8, $9, $11. I think that's 4 times increase in less than 5 years. So you may notice our GDP, our prices goes up, and yet the poverty level is still down. So similar to food stamps, I think the only reason why I'm saved is because I'm disabled. And of course, me and my husband don't make that much money. He doesn't make that much money. And I have a disability to supplement our very, 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 very poor income. So, for those of you, I think what the government, because they were promising us before that retirement is $2,000, right, when you retire. Well, see, it just so happened that the government is very smart. Like I told you before, when I was speaking, there are particular governmental officials that are particularly watching over people that live in America, especially those kind of talented ones, like that. I don't know. And I'm retiring in when I'm 66 and 10 months. And because I'm disabled, I collect disability. And so went over there, if I need to calculate again my disability, he said, no, you didn't have to, because it's already calculated into, and it's just going to turn into retirement. So I need to apply 4 months before I'm 66 and 10 months. And before my 66 and 10 months birthday. So it's all calculated. There are a lot of news saying that retirement will probably be about 2,288 around there. See, for those of you who are working, and for those of you who are contributing to your Social Security, and also the disabled, you're all going to come up about the same, that we will receive about that much, $2,000 or more or less. So hopefully that'll continue. That will be part of receiving good benefits when I retire. And that would be, I'm 59 years old, so I'm retiring in 7 years, maybe about less than 7 years, because it's now almost 2019, I'll be 60. I'm getting old. I don't feel old. I feel young. I go dancing sometimes twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on if I got gas money to go to Silver Casino, AC's Lounge. And then that's my exercise. I dance. And also dance, modern dance at home with music. I tried to once at the Powerhouse Gym. Me and Robert are back in Powerhouse Gym. And I dance to music, making moves. I think I make moves right here in my apartment better than over there. So anyway, thank you so much for having me. Hope you enjoyed this time that we have together. I pray for your family and please pray for my family. And the next event that I know is this coming Wednesday at 1 o'clock the afternoon, Kachinau, Hemet and San Jacinto areas chapter. And then at 5 p.m. the mixer at the Veteran in San Jacinto, right on north-south Santa Fe, between Esplanade and Midway on the left-hand side, if you're coming from Esplanade in San Jacinto. Please pray for us that we don't get stunk by the cemetery that are close to our home. We want to make sure that we stay healthy because we don't want no aroma of dead people where we live. It would be very sickening and would make us sick. I have to report that, I think, to the authorities because I hope I don't smell death around here. We live cemetery less than a mile away. Maybe it's only like about 3,000 feet away. And it's important to stay healthy. Please eat properly, drink juice, drink milk, eat breakfast with peanut butter and French latte, eat vegetables, eat white meat, eat red meat, eat poultry, eat eggs. Boiled eggs is unlimited now. You can have any boiled eggs as you want and it's alright. You notice that in the past, chicken thigh is only about that much, remember? Now chicken thigh is about this big. Yeah, weird. So I talk about in Congress, talk about having huge poultry now. What's happening? We have huge poultry. The thigh is about this big. And if you would have a quarter leg, it's about this big. And also the breast is about that big. And I don't know about the pork. Pork ribs is still about the same thing, but it's meaty now though. The beef rib, it's still the same. No meat in there. I haven't bought before, like in 2001 and 2, they were getting a lot of meat. Then I started buying the white pork ribs and has a lot of meat. And now I hardly see spare ribs, and if I do, there's not any meat at all. But I was so lucky this past food stamps, chalk roast was on sale. But the one I bought, it wasn't put in my bag. I got 1 pack of steak and 1 or 2 pieces in there. And my chalk roast, this was at least 5 pounds. And what else? Because it was on sale, so that's why it's very cheap. And another of the pork ribs bone in missing. Weird. I lost 3 kinds of meat. That'd be good for me and Robert for the month of November. So I know I'm talking about it, but it really is terrible. Because I was gonna be treasure eating the chalk roast, the steak, another round of pork strip rib with bone in, and now I don't know what to do. I could do is call the what's that? My food stamps and see if we can get receipt. That's why we have to go tomorrow. Go to the social services and see if I can get receipt of that, so I can go ahead and get replacement because what's his name? Michael, who's the manager at the Stay Brothers, located right there, right across Starbucks and Sun on Esplanade. He said, "You just bring the receipt and we'll just replace it." Oh, thank you so much. Hope I get a receipt because it's really important. I don't want to lose my chalk roast. My other 2 pieces of steak is on sale also. $3.99, so that's like 50% off. And the chalk roast was $3.99 also, just 50% off. So anyway, chicken is so expensive, $1.26 a pound. So I got myself 8 pieces each, 3 packs of chicken drumstick, and it was about 3 somethings. It's cheaper. I didn't buy those much more because it would be $1 more, and we don't really need that much. It's only 2. Plus, I share my table food with my cats, and Robert eats my leftover. There you go. Please pray for Robert. He's got a big belly. But his legs skinny and his arms are skinny. I don't know why he's got a big belly. He's getting fat again. I don't know if you noticed he's been working out at the gym. Hopefully it's going to be alright. We've been a member again of Powerhouse Gym, and we paid $10, and I have my silver sneaker, so that's a month. And once a year, next is February, he has to pay $39, and I think that would be the only one. He doesn't have to work anything, or that's every year, I'm not sure. No contract. So anyway, it's now Sunday still, 11:41 p.m. now. Remember also 9/11, but that's not military's act of terror against U.S. So that's why U.S. had war with Afghanistan. You know, Al-Qaeda in the Middle East. And at the same time, there was also war with Afghanistan and Pakistan. Pakistan didn't want their women and children go to school, simply with Afghanistan. There was an action alert and they all go to school. So why not U.S. women can go to school and get executive jobs? Why not? So that's my problem. I want to be given a second chance to finish my education. I'm resting. I don't know if I'm a university material, but I try to. I get discovered not going to school straight since 2013, taking a break off once in a while, one semester. It's really tiring. Reading textbooks, doing some computer studying and reading, and then teaching in the living room, or doing some examples in the Learning Research Center. And it's really get a drag, but I love doing it. I've gone to school. In fact, after I graduate, if I am a university quality, I plan to go to school always, because Dr. Roger Schultz says there's no stopping you from keeping your dreams, and also continuous education, or to that effect. Please pray for me about my volunteer, that I get to stay on in there even after I go back to school. But I think I can't go back to UCR yet, because when the new end times is over, they're going to be jurisdicting, and the Riverside, maybe all or part of it, going to be part of Riverside County, Corona, Beaumont, Cabuzon, Morietta, Hemet, and San Jacinto, Waldemar, Idlewild, Nuevo, Menifee, Sun City will be part of San Jacinto. And I do believe the River District will be part of San Diego. So anyway, that's just supposed to be, I don't know what's going to happen. So that's the reason why I can't go there, because it's supposed to be UC San Jacinto, but it's not. I can't go there until the end time is over. But I'm not sure what God is leading me to. So pray for me, and I'll pray for you and pray for me. I still like that children. I like talking to birds, to animals, not because I'm crazy. I don't expect them to respond to me, but I talk to them. Nothing wrong talking like a mother nature. Let me see. I talk to my cats a lot. My husband feed my birds, make nectar for them. In fact, he has to make another one because the hummingbirds are real thirsty, and they're like all gone from last week. Not even a whole week and they were gone. I haven't seen them before lately. I did before. They introduced themselves to me by flying right under my eyes and whipping their wings and drinking nectar with their long beak. In fact, I have videos of them. And there's also birds right in the trees right off the patio, and little birds, and they're so cute. I take pictures of just like animals. Okay, if you see the movie Walking Dead, tell me about it. You can email me at kathleen.prokop@yahoo.com or kprokop1080144@gmail.com or kprokop108@student.msjc.edu about movies you've seen, and I'm sure to read it. I do still sign up with newsletter, so please continue sending me those newsletters because they're an important part of me. So anyway, congratulations to those candidates that won the election this past November 6, 2018. I worked at the poll this past election from 6:15 to, I think we were done out there by 9 or 9:30. We were supposed to be out there by 10 or 9 o'clock. My car wouldn't start that night. I was parked all the way in a dark area, so I tried to start it. I tried to put the hold, it didn't happen, so I walked to the gas station in Arco and I called my insurance and they sent a tow truck. The tow truck restarted, so it was all fine. I have a new battery, but every time they restart the battery, even though it's brand new, it gets dark. So, but this time my husband found reason why my car won't start, because the hold button, it's stuck. So what you do with it, when you do your hold button is, you put it to park and then put the park brake and put a little bit and click it a little. When you click, you will restart and you can start the car. But see, if you click it, it will stop. So you can either click to stop or click to unstop. So Robert got all square out. Keep telling me, you have to put the brake and the special brake, emergency brake. I said, well, Robert, the emergency brake is not by the foot anymore. It's by the side and where the shifts are. So, people, wake up. This is innovation, modern technology. We do not have extra pedal now for this emergency brake, but we do have to lift it up in the handle in the middle of the front seat between the left and the right seat. Sorry, I'm not trying to be maternalistic or paternalistic, but I just thought some of you that are new in town and not used to driving US made cars, that's all you need to remember, that we'll drive on the right side and our steering wheel is on the left side, and it's always on the left side, and wherever you go, towards the east, towards the south, towards the north, towards the west, it's always driving on the right side of the road, of the yellow, right side from the yellow, and the driver's seat is always on the left. Okay, take the bus, take the car, stay off the street at night. If you have to go dancing, go to Aces Lounge, Subaba Casino. Okay, if you want to find out where, I like to repeat what I read is at www. This is a period, timeanddate.com. No space in between. You like the time and date.com. Thank you, and may God bless you, and happy Veterans Day. Goodbye.